Welcome to the Good Life Podcast.
The Good Life.
GUDLYFE. And we're going to have our very first episode starting off with the fathers. As y'all can see, I got a bunch of lovely fathers I'm surrounded by. So let's go ahead and jump in and get started. Tony Fresh.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Positive vibes, you know what's going on. Happy early Father's Day to all the fathers, you know what I mean? Even the sperm donors. Happy Father's Day.
It's having a baby don't make you a father.
That's a fact.
Make you a daddy.
Yep. That's what it is.
Got reliable insulation here.
Hey, what up, though? What's going on? Reliable Installation checking in. All positive vibes. 2024 love, family, and health. Let's go.
I like that name, too. Let's go last name.
You know what I'm saying? In reliable, we trust.
I heard that.
My brother.
I'm AJ Photography, AJ VIP TV.
Hey.
Hey.
We the best in the city, man. We're going to do everything on a high level, man. Number one. With everything.
Yes, sir.
Vibration and energy is everything.
Man, tell me about it. We was sitting here chopping it up before we got started, and I'm like, hold on, turn the cameras on, because we got some good stuff for y'all. This is a wellness podcast, Good Life. I'm Steph. We here to bring awareness to the community. We about to chop it up about a whole bunch of stuff. It's all organic here, so we don't know what it is, but it's positive, it's great, it's love, it's knowledge, it's awareness. So whatever it takes to wake you up and bring awareness, that's what this is, you know. And any suggestions, we open to it, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So like I said, it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Father's Day.
Thank you.
Yes.
I just wanted to just take the time out because I have some impeccable fathers that I'm sitting around right now. And it's a blessing. Fathers are the foundation of the family. It's the source. You know, I got my brother here, my nephew, BFF over here from Fresh Convo, you know. And when I tell y'all, I have seen some amazing fathers in these men for my nieces and nephews, my step babies or whatever.
You know, yeah.
I mean, so to y'all, AJ,
Yes.
what is fatherhood?
Fatherhood is taking care of your responsibility. I mean, not only responsibility sound like an obligation, but I mean it's fun. Like you created life, and that life is yours to create, nourish, pour into, and grow up and make sure they're safe. And I mean, my daughter, my world. You know what I'm saying? So I made sure she had everything I had and more. And that's what you should want for your kids. And I mean, if God entrusts you with that responsibility, I mean, you should take it on head first, and that should be the best and the most important thing in your life.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. You know, fatherhood is like the best thing in the world. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I live in my second childhood too. You know what I mean? Through my kids, but I got two grown and two little ones, so it is what it is. But I live through my kids and stuff like that, and they kind of like slowed me down. So I think God like gave me kids just to keep me on this earth, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I get a little wild, a little erratic and stuff, and I think about my kids and stuff like that. So it's the best thing to ever have in your life, you know. Even if the situation ain't good with the moms and all that stuff, you know, it comes with the emotion. You know, they ain't nothing but an emotional game, you know, the off and on, in and out. But, you know, they say, like, you got baby mama drama. I was like, nah, we're just in and outs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's emotional ins and outs and stuff like that. At the same time, having, you know, being a father is a good thing, especially like, you know, not to speak down, but if your father was there or just was not, you know, to show what you never seen or to give what you never had, or even if you had it, to give more. That's the best part of fatherhood, you know what I mean? Definitely. With boys. I ain't gonna talk to y'all deaf, but I got 4 kids. I don't know how many y'all got, but I got a lot of shit to say with the goddamn kids.
Yes, I only got one.
I was about to say,
So, yeah, with me being the youngest, though, I'm happy I went last because it's like, all right, I got a girl too, so I only got one. But yeah, like just to piggyback on what both of them was saying, it's just a good feeling to father and be somebody's friend, partner. You brought them into this world, so I feel like you obligated to shower them and show them the rights, the wrongs, the everything, and kind of be their friend and kind of really help understand them, as well as them understanding you. You know, like, you know, being 10 years older, 12 years old, whatever you is with your kids, let them express themselves. I love the feeling though. I love it. I wouldn't trade it. And I mean, I do stuff now. She a part of me, so no matter what, I just incorporate her into everything I do, whether I want to do it or not. Whether the parents together or not, that don't matter. Y'all brought a child together. So basically, what both of them was saying, I'm just piggybacking on it. I love the experience, especially having a girl. You can show them different stuff, say it in a different way to where they gonna understand it. Be their friend, be their parent. Have fun and enjoy every moment of it.
And a daughter's first love is her father.
Yeah.
So,
Daughters take your heart.
yeah.
Yeah, they do. I
You
can
have a
got
father in your life that really loves you and cherishes you. You won't take no BS from these men out here on these streets because you will have that love, that first love that your father showed you. How a woman, a girl, is supposed to be loved, and that's why I'm a strong advocate of it because you have to have both parents for the balance. You gotta have the mom, you gotta have the daddy. So I want to
Gotcha.
jump in. You know, I'm all about mental health awareness. Let's talk about the downsides of fatherhood because I've seen it all. Coming from the foster care system, I've seen the fathers who just give up. They tire. They let the mothers do it, and they don't fight. And it's all a mental thing. So
Yeah.
you dealing with baby mama's drama. You're dealing with
I
trying to
go first
co-parent.
on this one. Yeah.
So we'll start with the
Go
youngest.
Go for it.
Man, I done been
That's
through
how
it.
we are.
It's just don't give up, man. Because I'm speaking from experience. I vividly remember I caught 3 buses to go see my baby. I caught 3 buses back home. I went through a lot of court cases back and forth. Of course, I didn't have the money, so I'm speaking on all aspects. If you don't got the money and you get a bridge card, you take that information down there and you show them. I don't make a lot of money to afford a lawyer. This was at the time, so I went through all those procedures. You go show them you can't afford attorney. You show them your bridge card, they're gonna waive the fees. Then they're gonna point you to somebody. Then you come back down there, meet that somebody, tell them the story. Before you even see the judge, you got to talk to the referee. It's a lot. I get it, man. I went through a lot, but I wasn't giving up because I'm like, no matter what,
It's the
10 years
process.
down the line, it's gonna affect it. She gonna ask me like, why you ain't try? And she gonna understand it at a certain age. Like, dang, it's buses out here, it's Ubers. You can catch a ride, you can do whatever. You didn't try for me, and I didn't never want to have her ask me like, why you ain't try for me? I just couldn't imagine that. So I went through any and everything, and now we work through it because eventually somebody gonna get tired. Somebody gonna get tired of paying for lawyers, showing up to court. So if you showing up to court, evidently you can't go to work. You missing that money. All over what? You disagreeing with me. We got a child together. We got to work through it. You don't got to like me, but you got to respect me as who I am. You the mother. I'm going to respect you as that. I'm the father. You respect me as that. Whatever our personal level is together, that got to get wiped away completely or put to the side because it's something that's bigger at stake. So them the
Look at that.
downsides to me. Like, you going to go through some shit. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. I don't know. I'm sorry. You could cuss on your platform. Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't,
This is her platform.
Keep it clean and classy as
there
possible.
we go.
You know, we
just
wanna
don't
do
give
our
up.
best.
No matter what you got to go through, that's gonna fuel your fire. Every time I was on that bus, 3-4 buses, walking a half a mile to get there. No matter what, just constantly think of the greater good, and that's just with anything in life. As far as your personal, your love life, your financial life, don't never give up, especially not on your kids.
And let me piggyback off that because people get caught up in the war between baby mama and baby daddy. You be trying to win this petty battle between your baby mother, but that ain't the goal. The goal is the kid. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes guys lose sight of that, and a girl try to hurt a guy because they don't want him no more and take the kid and use the kid as a bargaining chip, trying to stay in the guy's life or to hurt him if they're not in their life. Or the guy will try to if he can't have a woman or the baby mama acting up, he'll try to, you know what I'm saying, hurt her by leaving or whatever the case is. But it ain't about none of that. Like, that may be, you know what I'm saying, like your instinct, how you fighting that fight, but it's about the kid. Like, that kid when that kid grow up, it's gonna know what is what. You know what I'm saying? If you was there from the beginning, they gonna know. They've been there from the beginning, and they gonna know who the fake, the phony, or who was there, who wasn't, or, you know what I'm saying, who was genuine and who wasn't.
That's why I said stay firm
like
on
you
who
say,
you
don't
is.
give up because it's all worth it because you fighting for your kid, and your kid is your everything. You know what I'm saying? So if your kid not your everything, then your priorities is wrong. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, real spill.
don't give up. But that wasn't the question.
The downsides.
Downside.
But I mean, basically, you
Yeah,
touch the bases
the
on it.
downside.
Arguing with the baby mama and the power struggle, and she trying to hurt you, and you trying to get a new woman and move on, and you got to meet. They got to meet and intermingle, and it's all that. And I'm not a father, but I've seen what my fathers. I'm surrounded by fathers, and I see what each and every last one of y'all for over years. What my brother been going through, and my nephew been going through. You know, so I see it. I see what men go through, and that's the sad part. It's no advocacy for this. Michigan is for the woman. You know, if a woman go down and can throw you on child support and ruin your life, you know, it's no men need to wake up and stand up and start speaking about these issues. Like you said, you catching buses and you doing what you need to do and showing
Yeah, but I will say too, if you stand up, because at first they gonna wave you off. They gonna you don't care. That's how they treated me once they constantly see me back to back 2-3 times a week. So I will say you definitely got to do your homework and your due diligence. And you got to show up constantly, and then
Consistency.
they'll give you instant rights. I promise you they will. I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah, and a lot of coming from the foster care system again, a lot of men didn't even know that their kids was in the system. They could have stood up and they had families that would stand up and take mamas and cousins and sisters for relatives on the father's side. But that was the good thing about working in the kinship department. We reached out to those fathers and they like, I had no idea. I got family that can take these kids and get them out the system. You know what I'm saying? So it's just bringing awareness. That's what I'm here for, because I want to bring awareness to all of these issues that I feel like are being slept on. Men are being a little slept on. I don't want to start no war with nobody, but we need to have this thought about and worked out, because I see a lot of men do want to take care of their kids. They do want to be fathers. Some of them don't know how. You know what I'm saying? I got men that don't even know how to fill out job applications and things and need help and assistance and guidance to even figure out what do I do? How do I navigate through this? And a lot of people give up. I'm not going to say men, people, period. When you don't know what to do, you just give up instead of trying to find out what to do. That's why it's good to always surround yourself with intelligent people and people who know what to do and can be a support to you and help you to get to where you're trying to go.
Yeah, definitely. You know, like I say, I'm gonna stand on fatherhood forever, and we need to like at least promote Father's Day a little bit more too. I mean, come on, man, I ain't seen
You want no
nothing.
balloons in the story.
Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they'll probably do it like, you know, Foreman meal or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Send you a certificate. It's kind of off the subject, but it's like, come on now, we need to get some Father's Day.
But the question I'm thinking as soon as I hear that is why? Like, why is it so delayed? Why is the whole thought of Father's Day presented at the last minute compared to when Mother's Day is? You know, that's just the question. Like, why?
I think I got the answer. I mean, we dealing with a system that is not for our benefit. So the black man, the black father is the most dangerous thing in the world, and the black family is the most dangerous thing. So
if you destroy the family,
if you take that father out out the household and,
Yep.
and keep the black man down,
Hit the head, the body fall.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they always try to degrade. You know what I'm saying? Even like if the welfare
Makes
system
sense.
always trying to get the black man out the house, because like you can't get money if you have a father in the house. So
Right.
it's just like
It's
little
all-
things that motivate the situation to have a negative favor to the black man. You know what I'm saying? So
Makes sense.
that's why I think. You know what I'm saying? So,
And you know what? Another thing I thought about in my, I want to say, studies of the fatherhood and things like that is when a woman try to threaten child support on a man. And I used to think, like, that's the worst thing. No, you don't want child support on you. But then I learned from a wise source that sometimes that's not a bad thing, because now I have rights to my child. You know, I pay what I need to pay, but I also get to see my child half the year. I get them for half the summer vacation. I get them for Christmas. I get them for Easter, Thanksgiving, this and that and the other. So now go ahead and threaten me with child support. That's fine. You get your couple dollars or whatever you need, but I'm going to also get my child. And child support is a thing that some fathers don't care about the money. They'll pay, but they want their child, you know. So I just encourage some of these bitter baby mamas to wake up and realize it's not fun. I raised my son as a single mama, you know, and it's not fun. And it doesn't help when the child doesn't have both their parents. So at some point, you need to figure out, how can we work together to co-parent? Okay, we not together. Let's figure out how we're going to raise this child, because this child needs even balance. You know, the yin and yang. It's all about the circle of life. Everything is that 360 globe, so everything rotates. So we need the male, we need the XY chromosomes and all that. We need both of those in order to have a well-rounded child. If you have a child that's raised one-sided, they're not going to be well-rounded because they didn't have all of that. Not unless you have that support system. Now, we are learning that It takes a village. So you got uncles and aunties that's coming along and helping out too. But the natural order of things is the mother and the father is in that child's life to well-round that child. So at all costs, we need to do what we need to do to make sure we have both parents and both bloodlines. Because think about it, when sometimes you have to go get a donor and this and that. If you don't know one side of your family, that may be a potential donor. But if you was raised only on one side and you don't know who this other side is, it's like that potentially can save your life. So it's almost a life or death situation sometimes, you know.
Then they got to stop competing with the dad too. You know, there be some mothers that try to compete with the father.
You stronger together.
It's like if you work a regular job and I'm an entertainer and the kid get around me, he could be around this person, this person, this person, this person, this person. That's what's up. I stood on my business. I did what I had to do. That's my talent. I, still work your real job and all the other stuff. But at the same time, don't think just because, he get around you and you trying to put him off. I mean, I'm getting personal. I ain't gonna lie. This is some personal real shit. I'm trying to say it without talking about motherfuckers. But you know what I mean? And I'm trying not to get emotional because it's fucked up what I go through. Well, messed up, my bad, with my kids and stuff because of my, what I do and portray or whatever my past has been, they'll live off of that. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just like, man, my kids look at me. They don't know who I was 10, 15 years ago or whatever. You living off that, so you trying to take my kid away from me or you trying to compete with me, Oh, well, I bought him this. Oh, you got to go buy 20 different things. You know what I'm saying? You got to go buy, I did this. Well, you got to go do this. Nah, it's like, let's co-parent. You don't want to compete with the parent. You want to co-parent with the parent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, I'm about to make some of y'all mad real quick.
It's like, stop competing with the dad.
Go for it.
Y'all ready? No, I'm just playing. So, men and women, please make sure you know who you laying with before you lay with them.
True that.
When you creating,
goddamn.
you need to know who you creating with. So for all of those who haven't made mistakes already, because even that was brought to my awareness. I complained about my son, certain things. Yes, I love my baby, but he grown. But somebody told me sometimes look at who you lay with and created that baby. And a lot of times we get into these emotional relationships with people and we think this is it and it's gonna last forever and this and that and other, and we ignore those red flags. Had we just been aware with ourselves and in tune with ourselves to know, hey, no. I'm not
She
creating.
said red flags, not Six Flags.
Red.
Right.
It can be 6, it can be 10.
Right.
Pay attention. I don't know who came up with the term red flags, but it works for me. So we're going to go with it. Pay attention.
Sure.
And then a lot of things things we create on our own self without being aware and paying attention to what we're doing. We're just going out here, we're living off emotion and feeling and fun and having a good time. And then it's like we made lifelong decisions off of a good time and then we stuck pissed the rest of our life. So, and that's another thing we got to learn how to do. When we create situations that we're in, we have to learn how to accept it and figure out the best way to move through it, because now we're here. So you can't worry about things that's not in your control. Okay, yes, I laid down with deadbeat and now I got to deal with it. So how do I do it? What's the best effective way? How can I control myself to deal with it so that this can be beneficial for the child? Because like you said, the end goal when you create, it's that child. It's no longer about him or her. It's about that life. Because that life didn't ask to be here. Y'all lay down and y'all mess and had this. So now what y'all gonna do?
Yeah. You just can't make permanent decisions on temporary emotions.
Exactly.
And that's just all around in life in general. You really don't want this job, but you need the money, so you're going to work it. You're going to work part-time, but in reality, that's just a waste of time. Mm-hmm. My uncle AJ told me this valuable lesson. I think this was about 2009. He told me don't never borrow money, because when you do, you pay it back twice. Yeah. For a second, I'm like, what do you mean? I need the money right now. What you mean? So he said, okay, let me tell you this. You need, let's just say $100. You need $100 right now, right? Yeah. Okay, so soon as you do get $100, that's mine. Then your next $100 is yours, so you're paying it back twice. I'm going to give you the $100 that you don't have. So then as soon as you get it, now it's directly mine. So whatever you had to do to get that $100, you can do that now and X me out. Don't borrow money. You paying it back twice. But it just kind of go back to you making permanent decisions off temporary emotions.
Yep.
And we all do that, and that's just like all the way around the board. If you stop that, you'll save a lot of time and energy.
Our culture, we do it wrong anyway because we procreate before we're ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, we feel like you know what I'm saying, we young, we full of cum, or you know what I'm saying, everybody, you know,
hypersexual. So that's the we
lay down with anybody and we just think about it as sex, but we don't think about the long term because we don't think that far down the line. But I mean, it is the right way to do it. It's first come love, then come marriage, then come the baby and the baby carriage. You know what I'm saying? So
there you go.
Like you
we
doing
thought that was just a song.
Like you doing permanent things with temporary people is never gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? So
never.
So before you lay down with a girl, like dudes like to smash as many as they can, but just think everybody you lay down with, you creating a soul tie, and you potentially could be binding yourself with that person for at least 18 years. So if you think about it in them terms, like that girl, like if you look at her, you know what I'm saying, you may see she cute, got a fat butt or whatever, but look at her, you know what I'm saying, you gotta look at her family, look at her mental well-being, look at her financial situation, look at her temperament. She might not be that attractive after you look at all that, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, we just doing stuff, we everybody lost, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know what I'm saying, that lost little girl and that lost little boy had that baby. Nah, that baby growing up lost, and then it's doing the same. It's a cycle, and it's a downward spiral. We need to stop the cycle and have an upward spiral and do what we supposed to do and do what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like the era of consciousness, the era of information. Like, it's too much information out there for people to be stupid. So it's time for us to start making better decisions, and then you have a better outcome. So that's really the root of the problem. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was designed like this. I mean, you just getting in the game, but I mean, this game was set up for you.
They've been plotting this for before you was born. They've been plotting on this. Willie, we all know about Willie Lynch syndrome. We ain't gonna get off into that. That's a whole nother platform. But this has already been ordained, pre-planned before modern technology. This was already created, and that's the thing too. History always gonna repeat itself. You know, no matter what we upgrade, it's still the same stuff. It's just a different day. But
because I've had a few kids from being like liquidized, all you know what I mean, majority of the time, you know, drunk as hell and things and stuff like that, or it was excuse me, temporary emotions and things like that, and then you have these lifetime situations now with these kids, and you know, I'm a cool father, like I ain't, you know, one to be, hey, why are you doing that? I let my kids be themselves. You know, the first thing I do is I look at what they do and I say, okay, I got to start buying them this, because everything, if they keep doing this, if they do something so many times consistent, it's like, okay, that's his talent. That's what you know what I'm saying? If they draw all day and buy a bunch of pencils and stuff, if you beat on stuff all day, I'm like, okay, you want to be a drummer. So I pay attention to a lot of that. But at the same time, it's really just about those temporary emotions, you know what I mean? Emotions are very just temporary, so you can't deal with people just off emotions, because emotions like a light switch, you know what I mean? You know, moods and emotions are pretty much the same thing. They just changed the name of it. You know, we all have mood swings and stuff like that at the same time. It ain't about when I look at my kids, I'm like, damn, you know, I got to go through this. You don't even know what me and your mom was going through at the same time. I want to be around you forever. And then when I get on the flip side, when I'm with my kids all day or 2 days straight, I'm like, man, do you know how good you got it? You know, talking to their mamas, like, do you know how good you got it? That this is a blessing right here. You know what I mean? And that's how I know that you got some kind of malice in your heart, that you don't really like yourself, because you rather not have me. You think me being an entertainer or wearing a nice outfit is making me happy. Nah, when I'm with that little one, whether it's my children, my little boy or my 17-year-old daughter, those be the best times. You know what I mean? That's the only times I really smile. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to go back is like, damn, you get this all day. You get this 365. I get fucking 3 weeks, you know? And I admire those times. And then you want to treat me like shit for this 3 weeks that I can deal with my child, but that child is like, okay, after a while it turns into forever. Those kids are gonna, you know, my 17-year-old love the shit out of me. Excuse my language, I know what you're saying, but she do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I put up with a lot of pain to get Jada. I put up with a lot of pain. I'm putting up with a lot of pain right now for my 1-year-old. You know? Because of competitiveness, because of, all you care about is social media. No, that's what I built my career on. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to work for somebody the rest of my life. So I'm taking this and I'm using this platform. You know, this is how you get paid. This is not 1975 no more. we got different ways and avenues to get paid. So this is how, and I'm platforming my children too. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is, you know. And I go through a lot of negative shit with my kids, mothers. Definitely do. That's why, you know, I wasn't even gonna step on this. I was gonna let Steph get her shine on. But maybe this guy's way of telling me I need to get this out. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't got nobody to talk to. Yeah. I don't want to pay for counselors. You know what I mean? She pretty much a counselor. You know, I don't want to pay for all
exactly
of that.
What
you
he's
know,
saying is like
we don't
forever
got no people
is
to
not
talk to.
long enough. Like, that's one thing I've been noticing lately. Forever is not long enough. So you got to seize the moment, take advantage of it right now, because forever is not long enough. Nowhere near, man.
And that's the thing with men. Y'all got to be so strong and be the man and be in charge and hold things in. And that's why I think mental awareness has been slept on for men, because y'all always got to just take it. Oh, well, you a man. Take it. No, everybody has a breaking point. You know, when you don't have no outlet or you don't have nobody to talk to, and it eats you up inside. So you got to release that. You got to let that out. You got to talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? You got to grow through it. You got to go through the process, and that's my thing, you know, with the pain. I always know whatever decision I'm learning, every decision that I make come with some type of pain, which is I call pain the process. Yeah, but it's temporary. You know, I look back, I didn't always have the things that I have, and I wished I had the life that I have now, so I have to practice gratitude. But I remember years back, I didn't have what I have, and I'm like, I didn't even see it as being unattainable. And then I just made a decision and changed my mind and was like, nah, I gotta go get this because I have a child. I have a better life. I need a better life for my child. I need to be here. I need to change this. And I just set my mind to it, and that's what I did. But I just encourage you fathers to continue to go through it, grow through it. You know, we got fathers with kids of different age ranges. AJ, your baby is grown. I remember you having some growing pains. You know, I went through all that.
But let me share this advice with you too. So we talking like, you know what I'm saying, it's two different sides, like one the ops and, you know what I'm saying, one is a right and wrong. But that mother, she don't know what she doing either. That mother, she hurt too. Mm-hmm. So you can't see her as like the opposition, or, you know what I'm saying, even if she's saying something wrong to you or saying it negative, it's a reason, it's a source of that pain. The pain might not even come from you. It might come from how she was raised or what was done to her, or it might be you, it might be anything, but I mean, I think we'd be better off if we kind of try to understand what's going on and not be in the situation, try to look at it from a bird's eye view. And even if what she's saying is some bullshit, excuse my language, why she's saying it? Where is that coming from? If you try to understand and now you empathetic and you can work with her, you know what I'm saying? And now both of y'all might be misguided. Both of y'all might be hurt. Both of y'all might be a victim of bad parents or not having your parents or anything. I've seen so many things, and y'all gotta get through that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's just it might be you, might not be you, it might be her, it might not be her, it might be both of y'all, it might be none of y'all. So you gotta understand the situation, what's really going on, not just what's coming at you, and try to work that out. You know, so that like
understand the why.
I used to go through all that BS, you know what I'm saying? But all that hurt and anger and all that spite towards men, it really wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? It's how she was raised, or it's how, you know what I'm saying?
Her traumas, and that's what we do. We go through our traumas. So everybody lives their life through this traumatic lens. And what we have to do is we have to learn how to step aside. We have to learn how to take these glasses off, the rose-colored, so they say, and move past our traumas. You know, that's why they say don't lean to your own understanding, because we only can understand through what we've been through. You know, so it takes a strong, healed, and aware person to know, like, okay, like you said, it's not her, it's her traumas reflecting. You know, I've seen baby mamas scared to leave the kids with the daddy. They overprotective. They calling every 2 minutes and this and that and other. You know, women go through a lot more because when they have a baby, we go through that post-traumatic stress. That's a whole mental thing that takes on. You be depressed and all kind of stuff. So when a father has a baby with a woman, when a man has a baby with a woman, he needs to understand what she's going through, what it takes. Don't just have this baby and then wonder why she's having mood swings, why she's pregnant, or why she's craving, and why she's this. You have to understand the whole dynamic of the woman so that you can have peace. You know?
Yeah. Most times, like these ladies that we have babies with, they not after we had a baby with them, they not our significant other. So, but if y'all was in a relationship, I mean, it'd be relationship problems, and y'all go to a counselor or go to, you know what I'm saying, a preacher or something like that. That might be a good investment. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't understand your baby mama, spend that money and go to a therapist where it ain't you or her, you know what I'm saying, ain't right or wrong. Y'all have somebody that has an understanding, and both of y'all can, you know what I'm saying, and they can help y'all navigate through it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's some cold stuff. They should have that. You know what I'm saying? But like I say,
therapy has been stigmatized in the community, and it needs to be aware. We need therapy. We need an outside person.
Sometimes it's bigger than us to understand. So we need professional help. You know what I'm saying? But we don't get it like other races do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's normal, but we traumatize on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we ain't getting the help, because it's not the system don't work. The system is working fine. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be like this. You know what I'm saying? So, but you can learn what to do and go get that professional help, or go seek something. You should always listen to your homeboys, or your cousins, or your homegirls.
Me, why we don't do the why? Like what Steph said earlier, we only click to who we know. Like why we so scared to tap into another zone, like another group of friends, why do we feel so why do we feel so close to stay around our peers? We want to do everything with our peers
because it's a comfort zone. That's
like
easy.
the comfort zone, like, you know, like what is it gonna take? Because I'm always figuring out the why. I know we got a lot of questions, we all got questions, but I'm the type of person that always asks why is it set up like that? Why is it? So what can we do to, just to switch gears a little bit, what can we do to step out of our comfort zone? What can we do to get around other people that view things different, that go about things a different way, so you can be optimistic and see a different way about things? Like, I remember...
that's the answer. Step out your comfort zone. When you
know better, you do better. That's the first thing.
When you're comfortable, you're not trying, you know what I'm saying? You sleep. Sleep is better than death, you know what I'm saying? So
you on autopilot and you just ride.
Always be uncomfortable so you can get to that next level.
But that's why I'm heavy on awareness, because when you know better, you do better. First of all, you have to identify the problem. If you know you are a sex addict, or a alcoholic, or a party fiend, or a dope head, or addicted to money, or this and that other, you have to know it, and then you have to make steps towards changing it. And once you do that, then everything else gonna fall in line. But you have to be aware. You have to know what it is that you have to identify it. You have to say, hey, okay. And that's when I took the road to getting my life together. I had to stop and identify, what is it that I need to do to upgrade? Yeah. What is it that you want out of life? They always tell you to write things down, write a list down. What is it that you want? Because it's easy to have a bunch of thoughts rambling and jumbling in our head, but when we actually make a plan, lay it out and write it out or something. My best thing is write it out. I'm a tangible. I need to see it.
I agree with that. Yeah. Write it out.
Lay it out. It's just like a map.
Set it as your screensaver.
Yep. Keep looking at it.
Constant reminder.
Yep. Make to-do lists and checklists and say, hey, I need to do this. And you'll start realizing that the things in our head, the things that we need to do in order to get where we need to be, are very easy, but we blow it up in our head under our perception, like, oh my God, I got to do this. It's going to take forever.
For sure.
I got to get my credit together. This is about to be hard as hell. And you look up 6 months, 7 months later, you're like, damn. Okay, let me keep going.
I got the checklist checked off. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
And another thing to live by, like, always take self-accountability. Like, make everything your fault. Like, people always like to say what other people did, but just like if you walk down the street, somebody just sock you, you know what I'm saying? And you be like, oh my God, like he socked me, you know what I'm saying? Then you walk and he keeps socking you, like, as long as you play the victim, you can't do nothing about it. But then as soon as you take accountability, like, I let him sock me, you know what I'm saying? Like you take accountability, now you can do something about it. Now it's your fault. You should have ducked. You know what I'm saying? You should learn how to fight. All these scenarios you can do to change your situation once you take accountability for it. You know what I'm saying? So now next time you come, you're not gonna let them do it, because now the power is in your hand, because you took the power back. So, as long as you're a victim, there's always somebody doing something to you. But as long as you take accountability and somebody and it's your fault why that happened, like damn, I'm broke. It's your fault. You know what I'm saying? That's all around the board. It's my fault. Now I can do something about it. So always take accountability and give you power. You know what I'm saying? So once you take a power and accountability yourself, you have a lot better life, because you take control of your own
and
life.
That's my thing. I mean, it's no secret that my marriage failed or whatever. So I took accountability into that. I said, hey, I know what I did wrong. I'm gonna take accountability for my shortcomings, and I'm gonna do better next time around. Whatever this situation didn't work out, it wasn't all him. It was half and half. I take my half for it. I take my accountability.
Okay.
And I learned
to help the ladies, because I know a lot of ladies gonna be watching this. Steph, what did you do wrong? Because I know you kind of skim by it, so I'm gonna just speak up for the ladies a little bit, because they might be going through that. They want to know You know, we gonna keep it real. We gonna keep it real.
Honestly, I'm gonna say what I did wrong is gonna be a different definition than what he says. But in
Of
my
course,
opinion,
you know,
I'm
because y'all
still
got
learning.
different opinions.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed
Yeah.
to be.
But
For sure.
honestly, in my opinion, I moved too fast. I didn't love myself enough. I wasn't aware of myself. I changed who I was to accommodate him.
And that right there, you could help a lot of ladies. I wasn't trying to put you on blast, but I was being
Yeah,
serious.
yeah.
What you just said could help a lot of ladies.
Yeah.
Rewind that. If she said it too fast, rewind it, pause it, play it, record it. That what you said was
Ain't say it again,
real.
so slow
Yeah,
people know.
because that was beneficial. You was being real. Like everything
I
you
mean,
said,
for real,
that was real.
you gotta love yourself. When you love yourself, you radiant off this different energy, and you're gonna attract others that's gonna really love you and appreciate you, and that's on your same level. So when you fully, wholeheartedly love yourself, when you take your time and really get to know a person, then you really get to know a person, because we all come with a mask on. You know, we all come with that best behavior type of thing, but eventually over time, all that wears off. The makeup, the lashes come off, the feet stink, and this, that, and the other. And you start looking at that person, it's like, oh, do I want to deal with this? Because you're making a lifelong decision. So you can't make a lifelong decision off of temporary, like you said, temporary emotions, temporary things. You don't know somebody in 6 months. You don't even know nobody in a year. You got to take
Nobody in
time.
3 years.
Yeah. Somebody told me, I can't remember who told me this, but they said you need to see a person in every season twice around. So I took
Every
that as 2
phase.
years. So I need to see you summer, winter, spring, and fall. Then I need to see it again, summer, winter, spring, and fall.
need
And
to see
then
you
maybe I'll make
up
a decision.
when you
Because I need to see
down.
how you handle in the winter time, how you handle when you outside in the summertime, how you handle finances, how you handle being a parent, how you handle this, how you handle that, how you handle when things fall off. And even for me, when you don't look, a lot of us get caught up on the physical things and the attractions and things, but you have to look at, that's gonna wear off. The good sex, the date nights, the spending the money, on the this, that, and the other, that's gonna wear off. And when all of that shell falls off, and then you stuck there with that shell, that person, are you able to deal with that? And that's why the divorce rate is so high in this country, because everybody's getting off married and getting together and having kids and all these things and making permanent decisions off temporary emotions. So sometimes if we slow down and take our time and then say, okay, now I've made a right decision. And that's what it's sad to say, but in the African American community versus the Caucasian community, they take their time with things. And they do things in a pattern. They go get their education. They go get themselves together. And then they go seek a wife. Not everybody. But
That's what I said. First come love, then come
Yeah,
marriage.
yeah.
Like, how many people have babies just because, like, you just wanted to hook up? Like, you just wanted sex. You know what I'm
One-night
saying?
stands,
Then the
yeah.
baby is the byproduct that you just got caught up with because you wanted to have sex with this girl.
and now you
Yeah.
stuck with this mentally ill, low vibrational,
like,
no moral having type of person.
You're not dealing with the opposite sex to have a relationship or to build something with. You just everybody's trying to hook up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's the problem.
To
You know what I'm
have
saying?
fun.
Like,
Everybody
it
wanna
ain't
have
about-
fun.
It sounds fun. It's not like a game to get points on the board or everybody just want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't love yourself, you seeking validation. You just want to keep on hooking up with people to validate yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if I got 10 girls up under my belt, now I must be something because they let me have them. So you know what I'm saying? I must be something to them. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, if you love yourself, if we do everything right, you know what I'm saying, learn what right is and what
In the
wrong
correct
is, and we do
order
it
of
right,
things,
then,
the
you know what I'm
natural
saying?
order.
Form follows function. If you functioning right, then you're gonna take the right form. You know what I'm saying? So we all fucked up because we grew up like that, and it's been happening to us for years. So
A lot of
just-
stuff go over our heads too. Cause I'm just sitting here thinking, ever since he said that, first come love, then come marriage, then come the baby and the baby carriage. That was always something we played as a game.
Yeah.
It was fun, but if you really listen to it, that went over a lot of people's heads.
A lot of people is.
Telling you the facts of life.
I'm just not learning as I had to get older to learn what happened. You know what I'm saying? And why it happened. So like right now, you listen to a podcast right now. You listen to the 4 different experiences, and now you can take them experiences and really learn from this and not make the mistake and not have your life. Like your life is just a accumulation accumulation of decisions. So
Yeah.
quit making bad decisions and you will have a good life. You know what I'm saying? So
And that's all it is life is what you make it.
Yeah.
You know, you can come from the slum of the slum, the poor. I don't know if y'all remember that movie Slumdog Millionaire and things like that. You can come from the slums. You can live, a lot of billionaires wasn't born into their 40s and 50s. So you can come from wherever and you can pull yourself up, and all it takes is that one time to make that decision, to change your life, to change your decisions.
Time.
You know what I'm saying?
Like the lottery.
That's it. You know, get your health. That's why I said again, wellness. Get your mental health together. Get your health together. Get your body, mind, and soul right. That's all you got to do. And when you start getting yourself together, if you co-parenting with that other partner, then once they start seeing you vibrating on a different level, they gonna start changing too, because they gonna be like, dang, I didn't did this. I didn't threw every weapon against this person and it didn't form. You know, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. But when you
Amen.
start getting yourself together and they start attacking you, they gonna slow down eventually. AJ, you a living breed of that. You know what I'm saying? Eventually they gonna wake up too, like, oh, okay. You know, because it's hard, moms. It's hard to be a single mom out here. And
Yeah, but don't choose to be a single mom when you got help. Now,
Yeah.
don't play that victim shit. You got a stand-up father that's gonna stand up.
I
A lot
like
of these
that.
people be sitting back saying, "I'm
like
single." No, you crazy.
You have help.
Ain't
You
no
just
way in
crossing
hell
me
you
out.
want to be single. If a man says, "Hey, go ahead and party. I know you like to shake ass. I met you dance on the dance floor. Go ahead and shake that ass tonight. I'm gonna hold the kids down whole weekend. Go party. Go do it." And you want to find something wrong with that, you know, because you know everything ain't about the bar life or partying life or whatever as an entertainer. You see what I'm saying? They throw those on you. Or just a person who works too much. If I'm saying, go ahead. That's what I do. I tell my baby moms, you know what I'm saying, for my kids, not the ones that's already grown. They do what they want to do. But go ahead. I ain't gonna be like, no, hey, go meet a nigga. Shit, goddamn, leave me alone. Finally, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Go meet somebody so you can stop bothering me so much about our kids. And because, you know, when a woman get a new nigga, they be like, yeah, so you coming to get the kids? You know what I mean? Because she met a new guy, so she, shit.
but it takes a process to get there too.
Yeah, but that guy, Lee,
'Cause
come on now.
We AJ, how much time we got left?
Oh, we got all the time we need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we gonna bounce back to that too with the co-parenting. When you say you done with somebody, be done with them.
Yeah.
You know, we
Yeah.
got a lot of the dibble dabble, the baby daddy and the baby mama still playing around and back and forth, but then they trying to move on and this and that and the other, and then you wondering why that other person acting crazy, whether it's male or female. You wondering why they snapping and acting crazy when you trying to move on. You cannot continue to keep dabbling in the sexual nature with your co-parent. If you are done with that person, be done. Because them spirits is intertwined. You already got that person's spirit in you. You're in that energy. You cannot continue to keep connecting with that person just because it feel good for a good time, because that's going to continue to cause issues. And we have a lot of that. You know, for a long time, me and my baby daddy played that back and forth. God rest his soul. But we played that game until we both matured and was like, oh, no, we ain't doing this no more. This is dumb. We have a child. We friends. We cool. But until we really realized that we was done with that, that's when the drama ended. But until when you keep playing back and forth with that person, you're going to have that drama, because you cannot intertwine and be in a sexual entanglement with that person while you trying to move on. Y'all ain't together, but y'all still playing around. That spirit, soul stuff, that's real. Them soul ties, it's already hard to cleanse some demons out when you're trying to move on. And on them old spirits and souls. So you cannot keep playing back and forth and then wonder why that person is tripping. And that go for male or female, because females play them games too. They go back with their baby daddy, and because that's the best sex they ever had, but they know they don't work, but they just want to go have sex with them and then wonder why the baby daddy's popping up their house and their job. And the same goes for the women too. As long as you back and forth in that, and then the only person that really suffers in the end is the child, because now you got that beef. You got that, you know, they parent, they intertwine, and them kids is hearing that, and they growing up and they getting that energy. They hearing that, they feeling that. So
When that baby walks to that front door and he see you leave, you know, in your mind it's like, okay, you know, he put his arms up, he's like, I gotta go. Or I don't want to leave, but I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? That baby just looking out that front door. It's like, damn, you know, how can I feel good about leaving my child who's looking like, Daddy, why you don't take me with you? You know? That shit is pain, man, when a person go through that. You know what I'm saying? The kid don't know. He just like, pick me up. You pick him up. It's like the movie, it's kind of funny, dance movie, whatever it was called with the Wayans brothers. He said, "Yeah, I'm coming to pick up my son." He picked him up, put him back down, and left. He was like, "Yeah," he said, "I'm coming to pick him up." He said, "You coming to pick your son up?" That's what he did. He picked him up. He said, "All right, then I'll see you tomorrow." So I'll come back again to pick my son up tomorrow.
Right.
And that's just how it really is once the co-parenting gets horrible. You know, that's why I tell people nowadays, you coming to me in peace or you coming to me in pieces? Because I don't want to be bothered with that pieces. You know what I'm saying? That's enough. Because it gets to a point where if I hang around 9 losers, I'm going to be the 10th. You know what I'm saying?
We playing scramble.
Yeah. So don't come to me in pieces. And that's what me and I ain't going to say my kids' moms, but me in a lot of situations that I put myself into, I came to them in pieces or they came to me in pieces and it was like a scramble board. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing I was successful at the end of the day, and then all we did was have children. So now it's like the kids got to sit back and see a bunch of arguing, a bunch of destruction, and a bunch of dysfunction and everything else. And all I'm trying to do is make sure my kid get globally looked at nationwide or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't gonna live forever. So my job is to say, hey, when I put my TV on and I say, look, that's your daddy. You gotta, be something in life. You know what I'm saying? Whether I feel like I've achieved or not, they're gonna look at like that's my daddy. I do it all the time with my daughter Destiny. When I'm sitting there, I play my videos or my podcast where I say, who is that? I say, that's daddy. So that's right.
You
know
got
what I'm
something
saying?
going on. A lot of dads don't have nothing
They're gonna
going
say
on.
that to you.
Yeah, that confidence, like just to switch gears. We'll do I kinda wanna get a take on everybody that's watching and listening. So for all 4 of us starting with AJ, what do confidence mean to you?
Confidence.
I like that one.
I mean, confidence is having full belief in your abilities. I mean, you got to see yourself as is your mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be the best version of yourself at all times. And if you don't feel like that, I mean, you should do whatever it takes to get to that level. Like, I feel like my daughter really made me be who I am today. Like, the reason why AJ Photography is in existence is because I had a daughter. Like, I had to figure out, like, I had this baby and I have to do something. You know what I'm saying? I can't do illegal stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that baby gonna ask a question one day. So I have to make myself into something or do something by the time she get to asking, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? And I started on that path, and I just tried to make a living for her. You know what I'm saying? End up making a killing off of it, and it's just been a path. Like, it's been a fulfilling path to me, but it was all for her. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta attach yourself something bigger than yourself, which is your kids. So if you live for your kids, you gonna have a abundant life. So
Definitely.
that's what gave me my confidence. You know what I'm saying? That's why I am. I'm known around the city because I did what I had to do for my kid. You know what I'm saying? I started taking pictures and I just happened like that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, pictures boost people's confidence up anyway. So you pretty much making everybody else like themselves. You like, damn, I was ugly yesterday. I look good on this. Damn, I thought I was. You know what I mean? So you just pick the best thing that's always going to be in the world. As you know what I mean? That's why the phones have boosted up so much because all niggas do is take pictures all day. They don't even talk no more. They just Instagram pictures. So yeah, you picked a blissful, a fruitful situation.
A weed head gonna buy weed, a crack head gonna buy crack, but everybody, 9.99 gonna buy pictures. So
yeah,
I can sell pictures to anybody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
definitely.
That confidence within to like, I'm gonna get something that's universal that could tap to anybody and everybody. Like me, far as confidence, I look at it as like a brand. It's something that I wear on me every day. You gonna see it, you gonna feel it, you gonna hear it, whether I'm the sharpest of the sharp or I don't have no haircut or I got no matter what it is, my confidence still gonna pop out. That's what a lot of people be lacking, the confidence. Like, long as you got the confidence within yourself, it don't matter what you look like. You can always upgrade any and everybody, down to a man, to a woman. You can make a guy taller, you can give him a hairline, you can give a woman body parts, no matter what. So the confidence, what I want everybody to realize is it got to be in you. You got to be able to show it off like a brand. It got to be a skin tone. It got to be a uniform. They got to be able to hear it, see it, feel it, breathe it. Because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. So you got to wear your confidence like it's on your sleeve.
Energy. Don't worry about yourself.
All right. To me, confidence is basically just like having the bravery to go out and do something that you otherwise would tell yourself you couldn't do. Because like I said, we are our own worst enemies. We'll be like, I can't be no millionaire. I can't do this. I can't be this. And then it's like, nah, you overcoming all that, those voices in your head and that adversary and saying, yes, I can do this. If he can do it, I can do it. If she can do it, I can do it. I might just go out and do it. And then just stepping out on faith and just saying, hey, I'm about to do it. And not even worrying about the consequences, but actually stepping out, because that's how the millionaires became millionaires. And that's how all the popular brand names is out here, because everything was once small, but people had confidence and they just stepped out and said, we need ketchup. We need salt. We need toilet paper. I'm going to invent this. I'm going to do that. And they just did it. So to me, confidence is just actually stepping out and having a dream, because we all have a dream. Everything that all the products around us is just somebody's dream. And they walk over and say, hey, we need a photographer. Hey, we need this. We need that. We need furniture. And somebody just started taking wood and carving it and making furniture. So to me, it's just having that bravery to step out on that dream that's inside of your head and actually putting it out into the world and birthing it.
That's how the greats become the greats.
Yeah, confidence is really about just embracing negativity, turning it into positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like, with whatever that you do in your life, it's you got to be positive with it, and you'll see your confidence in everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Just like how I hate to bring myself. I'm always called selfish and everything else, but selfish starts with self. So I gotta love myself to be selfish. You know what I'm saying? So that's the key word. But case in point, I did my podcast. I brought her along. Now she's starting her own. So my confidence, put my shine on her. Now she doing her thing. I can sit back and do like that. You know what I mean? So that's confidence. Loving yourself. And then you're going to get people to be like, yeah, you embrace that. You know what I'm saying? And you keep, you don't got to be around them negative motherfuckers. But at the same time, you got to be like, okay, I accept that. It's something wrong with you today, but you're not really like that. You really don't hate me. You just disappointed. You see what I'm saying, in yourself. So I got to be careful around you. At the same time, I got to accept that and know that you're just mad at yourself. So confidence is like, a brand, like my man said, you know what I mean? You're branding yourself every day. You put on some clothes. You're a brand now. You got to step out to this world. First thing they're going to say is, why you got that on? Oh, you look like this. Or you got to be able to eat that up and accept that. Like, okay, cool. Thank you. Somebody say something negative to me, I'm like, I appreciate that. They'll be like, what? You know what I'm saying? You think, I thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for letting me know your negative way, because now I'm going to turn that into, it's just like 50 Cent said on a Hustle Ambition song. I need that hate, you know what I mean? So I can feed into that energy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I can use that energy. I need your hate. I need you to really not like me. So that way I can get out here and really, you know what I'm saying? No, okay, cool, I'm doing something.
Because somebody going to ask why not. They going to look into that like, damn, why you don't like him so much? Why he say he this, we that? Let me get some take on him. Let me look into him. And you just created a fan right there. You created another mindset of somebody else's opinion on how they view you. So it's like that hate is always fuel to the fire, add energy, because if you ain't doing nothing, they ain't gonna hate on you. If you're doing something right or something positive, or most importantly, something that they can't do where they lack confidence and they look at you just because they can't do it, they gonna try to throw dirt on your name, which really helps.
But then you'll see the same people, months, days, do the same thing that they said was bad about you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They disappointed, like, damn, how you do that faster than me? I don't never look at it as, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you some fly shit. Like, people sometimes make appointments for disappointment. You know what I'm saying? You made your appointment to be disappointed, nigga, because you don't like yourself.
If you don't never had expectations.
Hate is confused admiration.
That's facts. Yeah, for real.
And I want to say too, when trials and tribulations start hitting you and you slapping you and you trying to step up and you get knocked out, know you close to your destiny.
There you go.
When you like, when a shitstorm, excuse my language, but when it start happening and it's overflowing, just know you real close, because the devil gonna be like, oh, here comes some trials and confusion.
Stepping into a new room. Let me try to do anything.
And that's when you start praising. You like, yes, okay. Everything is going wrong right now. This means I'm close. I'm about to fight through it. A lot of people don't know that. That's why we have our high suicide rate. Because people start getting to that they get here real close. And then they lose it because everything starts falling apart and they lose it and they take their lives. And it's like, if you would have just waited and held out and seek some refuge and seek somebody, that's why I'm big on support. Having a person that you can go to and really trust. We can't trust everybody, we know that, but you need to seek out the people that are in support of you. Because you gonna have people that's gonna come as the disguise and act like they support, but they really want to just ride your coattail because they see you about to go soar high.
Yeah.
But then you have your genuine support, those people that's there and down for you no matter what. And you might not see them all the time or every day, but you know, I got this person to come to. I know this person got my best interests at heart. Seek them people and talk about it.
Yeah.
How many times have we talked and the other person had somebody to listen and we talked and solved our own problems? Just because we needed to talk it out and get it out. A lot of times we know the answers to our problems, but sometimes we need to hear it.
Yeah.
And we just need that one person that's going to talk, that we can talk to and not go repeat it. And for some people, that may be a therapist. You know, everybody's
Yeah.
not lucky enough. Some people say, I don't need no therapist. I got friends. That's a blessing. But for those of you who don't, there's professional help. And you know they're not going to go back and talk because they don't even know your people.
Yeah.
But it's good to have that person that you can confide in. And like, you know, what is that, the Catholic where you go into the little room and
To
you
the
talk
priest.
to the priest. Yeah.
confessions.
And the confessions, like you have to, because some of this stuff, the things that's happening in our life and the things we're going through, if we don't talk about it and we bottle it in and trust you, I'm a person that bottles a lot in. And then I'm like a bottle of Pepsi. You shake it up and then the top come off and they explode. And that's not good because now you got a mess. When had you just talked it out and got it out, you can solve these problems. And a lot of things are so small, but we'll hold it in and then it'll snowball into a bigger thing. So we have to, men, fathers, y'all have to talk about this. Support is important. Support groups, somebody that understands you, somebody that's been there, somebody that can help you. Like you came here with things on what you did and hey, I gotta do this. I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
do that.
what was on my heart, what was on my mind,
Yeah.
spreading that energy.
Yeah, for sure. You know, talk to somebody who's been through it. You know, they got 1,000 groups on Facebook and social media and stuff now where you can. They got bearded groups and plant groups and mental health and moms.
That's a
and
good
dads.
spin-off too. Social media is not always used for the bad.
Yeah.
It's not always meant for you to post half-naked pictures and fights and sexual content and selling drugs. Whatever you may do negative, that platform is used for you to connect with someone around the world that share the same or similar ideas, or y'all can compare and contrast and meet in the middle and benefit each other. So if you start using the platform for what it was initially meant for, because there's some people on social media that don't post nothing but business related things. You don't know nothing about this man. You don't know if he have kids, if he's married, if he's single, if he's homosexual. No matter what, you don't know nothing about him because he don't put that out to you. Social media is created for you to brand yourself into a higher innovative level. It's not meant for you to post your child's 5th birthday. You was at a bar mitzvah. That's what you posting. You think you upload this to the world to see, so you can't get mad when the negative outlook come back on it. Like, think about it. How many people in the world really know Jamie Foxx's real name? I know that's just off the wall, but y'all been knowing him since the 90s, and a lot of people on this earth do not know his real name because that's not what he put out for the world to know. You
What's
know
his real
me
name?
But that
as
was a
Jamie
reinvention.
Foxx. Yeah, you know?
His name, Eric Bishop or something like
Yeah, it was more so like this is an image. I'm a TV
this is
star.
what you
see.
This is what you
Yeah.
see. I'm gonna show you what
Right.
you see. So that's just a good
But that's the
spinoff for us
confidence,
to
though.
use. Yeah, go back to the confidence. I'm confident in myself that I came to this platform for a sole purpose, to put out my content, my business, if I'm an artist, no matter what it is, my talent, that's what I'm gonna put out. I'm not gonna put out my personal business to give someone aim to ridicule me or to humiliate me in any type of way because I put that information out there. So that's a good spinoff. I know we see a lot of people saying, well, all people want to do is be on social media. All people want, that can not always be a negative thing. It could be a positive, but it's up to you as a
The
person
content that you
and
put
with the
out.
confidence to put out what you want the world to see. Otherwise, you just bring the negativity on yourself. Somebody call your baby ugly. Anybody in here, we all got kids. Anybody call your baby, or your baby ugly, you gonna feel some type of way. But if you put that energy out there and you gave that information to them
Opening
to
up
target
the
you,
door.
you
Yeah.
opened that door. So that's just a good spinoff for us to kind of transition and start using social media for what it's actually used for. Because it's 100,000s of people that's out here doing it and they getting paid off of it, and we losing.
And it's professional trolls. I just want people to know that because I just learned this. But it is people that actually have different computers and phones and set up different accounts just to go on people's pages and control and start arguments. Like, it's an actual profession to be a troll. Now,
Yeah.
how low down you got to be that, I don't know. But that's why you can't get yourself caught up in that, because you be on there arguing with every
Yeah.
comment and
Can't fight
saying
the
this
world.
and that. You can't.
You can't
you
fight
gotta
the
learn
world
how to
behind
be
the
free.
computer.
Yeah. You got to learn how to be free from that and move forward. When you
Yeah.
know that there's weapons coming for you, you got to be prepared.
Yeah.
For sure.
Putting yourself out there. That's all that is, you know. Social media is the key word. It's social. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Are you social or are you
Social
not? You
media
know, can you deal with
platform.
media? The media's job is to say, yeah, you ugly. Yeah, we like you. We don't like you. Why you on there? You should kill yourself. Why you living? Okay, well, we like you. If you can't deal with the media
Don't
being
put the
socially
business out
awkward
there.
towards you, because ain't nobody gonna say, oh man, I like everything you got on there, man. Niggas gonna be like, man,
Exactly.
damn, you know what I'm saying? You post all damn day, dog. Like, you like yourself too much. So, you know, you gonna look at your stories and see 1 million people. You gonna look at your likes and
It's
be
not
like,
my job to maintain what you got in your head about me. You know what I'm saying? That's your
Exactly, yeah.
problem. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What's in your head is your problem. Like, I'm doing me. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
it's really none of our
Yeah.
business what other people think
Right.
about us. It's none of our business.
It don't matter.
then you start worrying about changing who you are or your perception. You're not gonna change somebody else's perception. What they see until they really know is what they get. And it's not our jobs to defend ourselves to nobody. Be your authentic self, be who you are, and whoever get it, and whoever mind, what they say, those who mind don't matter. So
Basically.
if you don't like who I am, or you mind, or you got an issue with who I am, you don't matter no way. Because the ones who don't mind who I am, yes, I'm a little crazy, I'm a little kooky, I'm a little into this and that. I dibble and dabble into a whole bunch of different worlds, and I'm an open book as well. But if you know me, you love me, and you don't care. So if you got a problem with what I'm doing, you're not for me. And that's the thing we need to learn too. Everybody is not going to be for you. Everybody
Yeah,
not.
everybody
You're
is
not
a
everybody's
season.
taste, and that's fine, because I know everybody ain't for me. Some people I can meet off rip and read the energy and be like, nope, never would. I'm straight. You know, I can smile and be cordial, and then I'd be like, yep, I ain't never. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Be true to your own self.
True to self.
But I just wanted you to share the resource that you found today, because I'm the resource queen is what they used to call me. So I'm big
Okay.
on resources and helping out the community. So I want people to wake up and be aware and
Yeah, so
utilize.
The information that I sent to Steph earlier is called Global Empowerment. Once again, that's called Global Empowerment. What they focus on is financial growth for the community. They are located at 21630 West 7 Mile, Detroit, Michigan 48219. They also have a website, which is www.globalempowerment.net. They work with the community Sunday through Sunday. So, yes, every day they got something going on except for Friday. Just for example, how to receive grants in financial literacy. That's on Monday from 7 to 8:30. On Tuesdays, they have grants and government contracting classes. Thursday, they have Bible study for entrepreneurs. Saturday, they also have questions and answers. So bring in all your questions. Bring in any questions you may have. Once again, that's called Global Empowerment. They are located at 21630 West 7 Mile, Detroit, Michigan, 48219.
All right.
I got a resource for you.
All right.
If y'all want a good, reliable carpet job, or you need something taken, you know what I'm saying, your house gutted out or cleaned out, you got, you want a bathroom done, anything you done around the house, reliable installation, get at them. That's reliable installation on Instagram. That's the man right there. Get at him, because
Definitely.
they call, and they going to be there. Reliable, like the name is reliable, so you got, like a
stand on
lot
that.
of people take your money and they start BSing, or they're not dependable, but you get good quality work and you get somebody reliable where you call them, they're going to pick up the phone, you give them your money, they're going to show up. So that's
There you
resource
go.
Hey.
for y'all.
And then I got one real quick. If y'all ever need any photography or videography
Yes.
classes, whether it's prom, whether it's a bar mitzvah, it's a party, it's a wedding, it's an engagement, it's a party. I know I said party twice because the summertime coming. Anything related to that, make sure y'all contact AJ Photo. That's AJ Photo 313 on Instagram. Phone number 313-283-7420. Been doing this since about 2007, 2008. Professional, productive, no matter how beautiful you are. This company don't try to take photo shoots and turn it into a sexual experience or a relationship. This is a strictly business company. Whether you just starting up, whether you into modeling, whether you into dog training, no matter what it is that you want to capture for the moment and put out to the world, I highly recommend AJ Photo on all social media platforms.
I got one for y'all. We got Big Tony Fresh over here. We got the podcast. I spent off from Fresh Convo dropping. He have a lot of local artists and just giving everybody a platform to be yourself and express yourself and to speak. He's dropped several albums within 2024. Several. I can't even name all of them.
You know, it's just about the refuge. You know what I mean? Like when she says mental awareness, you know, I've dug into my mental awareness. I realized, okay, you can find out through people. It's like, oh, you sound like a DJ. So, okay, start doing a podcast. Oh, you know, you drink a lot. Okay, then so let's drink this podcast, do this and that. I found out whatever I like to do, I incorporate it now with the world. And then, you know, I like to see people happy around me. You know what I mean? I used to DJ a lot and see, okay, cool. But now I like to see people, I can converse with them. They can come to me with their problems, you know. It's been times there been gangs on there from the other side. This guy didn't like this guy, this whatever. They sitting there because of me. So, you know, I become uncle to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Even though I still, you know, look younger, I mean, you know, I become the uncle. So me being a podcaster, journalist, or whatever, that's a great thing. So I found my refuge, you know, my mental awareness through that. And like I said, being with the children, you know, even with hanging out with Steph, you know what I'm saying? She heavy on consultant and doing better and, you know, being elevating. And sometimes you don't want to elevate. You just stagnant with yourself. You're like, man, okay, I don't see nothing further than this. But we're going to do that on the next episode. But it's just, I like myself. I love myself. There's a difference between loving and liking. When you figure that out, you get back with me on that. But at the same time, it's all about loving yourself, staying who you want to be. We got 3 kings over here. They all found their refuge. You know what I'm saying? They probably got into their mental situation. He take pictures, make everybody smile. That's going to stay forever. He got podcasts, the world. Everybody likes to talk. Radio stations done dead it out. Music is getting to a point where it's getting boring. Nobody want to hear the niggas rap no more. They want to hear they want to see your personality. So you can catch a personality through pictures. He gonna win all the rest of his life. He got reliable. You know what was it?
Reliable installation.
Right. So
home improvement.
Definitely home improvement, home decor. You know,
it's never going out of style.
And that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because now, if you feel you're going through something, you can fix somebody home or fix this or fix that. You make somebody smile too. You know what I'm saying about fixing things. So I make people smile from my music or just inviting them to a podcast and then digging into their mind. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So, you know, learning yourself, communicating with yourself, have self-talks. Everything's about self. You know, I learned the 4 words of selfish is self. So sometimes I have to be selfish. You know what I mean? I have to be like that. I have to be to myself. I have to let go of certain people. And then I be called, you know, become a bitch or I'm not this or I'm a nigga, fuck you, nigga. But I learned my level. I'm leveling up. You want to take the world with you. You can't save the world. You know what I'm saying? You got to save yourself and then people follow, you know, and that's what tip I'm on right now. So people get around me. I want them. I'll know if I'm a great person because I see what they doing in their life. You know what I mean? If you hanging around me and you start falling off, I'm like, damn, I must be a bad person. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep hanging around me, keep falling off. You know, like, goddamn. Or if you get bigger and bigger, it's just, like I said, it's another segment of the podcast. You
That's
know,
why it's
another
important to
episode.
surround yourself.
Yeah, but you got to surround yourself with people that think, overthink, think, whatever. But love yourself, like yourself, know your refuge, find out your talent, whether it's being on Instagram all day long, find out how to get paid from it. You know what I mean? Things like that. So that's all I'm going to say. You know, I found my refuge in this podcast, and then I always say, yeah, I'm finna retire. I ain't about to do none of that. All I'm going to do is just keep going because God want me to do that. And then she coming with hers. And, you know, I'm proud of her doing that. And anybody else want to figure, you know, things out or whatever, I know, come tap in with me. You know what I'm saying? I learned what you said earlier. You know, you said the devil takes the time. You know, he removes time from you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That was cold right there when you told me. Yeah, the devil don't always just get somebody to fight you or beat you up or shoot you. Or the devil put you in jail. You know what I'm saying? Takes time from you. Yeah. The devil, whatever you were saying, you know what I mean?
Manipulate your time. He can hurt you in a different way. So the devil don't gotta always hurt you physically. He don't gotta always do something that'll harm you physically. He could just take your time from you. Constantly keep you surrounded with lower level people. Mm-hmm. Constantly keeping you intoxicated. Constantly keeping you not in the right state of mind, so you can't go handle no business that'll get you to the next level, things like that. So always remember, the devil could use you in different ways, not necessarily to harm you. He could just pull your time from you, and that right there is him using you. Because in reality, we all on spare time. So it's always about looking at life as a chessboard. You can only lose two ways: somebody outbeat you, or you run out of time.
Right.
That's
Man,
real.
you know, it is what it is, but that's, you know,
Well,
Last resource.
definitely.
If y'all need any type of job or find home, you got the resource queen right here. Like she know where to find everything. So definitely
There you go.
tap into her podcast because she
I'm heavy on utilizing the resources. There's literally a resource for anything that you think that you might need help with, from housing to utility assistance to transportation, bus tickets, getting your driver's license and birth certificates and things like that. Even if you weren't even born in Michigan, I know a resource that can help you to get your birth certificate from a different state. So my job is to be the community resource guide, and that's what I do. I guide the community to resources.
Yeah,
And
that's some
so-
real good information. Let us know the social medias and phone numbers they can contact you. Because as I was thinking, I know about 5 people I'm going to direct you to. So when they get a chance to see this, for anybody else that want to help the next person and spread the love and build the community, because that's what it's all about. What I learned today at the Global Empowerment, these funding groups and all this funding that's going around is solely built to build the community. That's what all the funding is about. So when you see grants that's for Black women only, or 18 years of age, or if you live in Detroit, Michigan, or it's all these stipulations, it's solely built on building up the community. If I can give this person that do local active work in the community, if I can give him funding to bring 10 people up under him, he's uplifting the community. Now the people in the community is not struggling for resources or finances, so that means the crime rate will be lower because someone in the community is providing you with resources to
help
educate
uplift
and
you,
level
yeah.
up. So definitely please provide them with the phone number and all
I mean,
social
y'all can
media.
just hit my social media. Just call me Steph. I'm Steph Cannon on Facebook. Just inbox me or DM me or whatever. I will say I am super busy, so if I don't get to you right away, I will get to you. But I also encourage everybody to use 211. That's a big resource. And findhelp.org. That's another one. You can literally type in your zip code and it will pull up a list of a plethora of resources that can help you with every situation, from legal aid to anything. But I mean, it's too many things out here to help us get on our feet. So it's no excuses. If you need a lawyer, if you need childcare, if you need this and that, it's ways to maneuver, to make it, and use it. Use it to your advantage. Even from education, now you can get a whole degree for free. Detroit at work. But I will encourage you to let you know that these resources won't last forever.
Right.
Grants and funding
Right.
always run out. There was things back in the day, was a resource called JCPA, where a lot of our old school nurses came up through nursing programs for free, and it's no longer in existence. So just know, it may be here today and gone tomorrow. Things are always constantly changing and funding. But now's the time to build yourself up and prepare yourself, because it's a war coming. I don't want to get off into the deep politics on this segment.
that's the next podcast.
Yes, it's coming.
That's the next episode.
Yes, but the shit is about to hit the fan, so I encourage everybody to start stocking up on resources, food, water, whatever you need to survive, skills. Because at the end of the day, money ain't going to be worth nothing. But if you got a skill in here, learn how to grow food, learn some medical care, learn something. Get you some books and learn. It's too much knowledge out here.
Become an asset to yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
and to others, because trust me, there's a whole community that's preparing for the storm. And do you want to get left out in the end? Because it's definitely coming. But again, we're gonna stop here. But I just thank everybody for coming to join me on Good Life. That's GUDLYFE. Logo is coming soon. But I appreciate everybody just coming and tapping in. But it's gonna get real raw in here. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something, and I feel it. I feel the energy and the vibrations, and it's just going to be great. So we're going to be here tapping in on different topics. The next topic we're going to have is June. It's Pride Month, so we're going to be talking with our LGBTQ community. And we're going to be just, bringing awareness to a bunch of topics, and it may not every topic not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but you gonna learn something when you leave here. So,
Thank you for having me.
hey,
Thank you.
all right,
Yes, sir.
And with that,
we out. Let me text the ice cream man. Let him know it ended.
Yeah.